I was 21 and kind of wanted to make it as arty as possible, and so we had this strange tension where the studio was kind of a little bit scared to make things a little bit too emo and stuff, and I thought that was the only way to play it.
Robert Pаттinson broke down his most iconic roles with British GQ, and you might be surprised to hear what he said about Edward Cullen.
I spent so much time just infuriated. Like it's definitely something about being 21. My manager came up as a surprise visit, and I was like, oh hey, and just thought everything was fine. And then at lunch, they were like, okay, so whatever you're doing right now, after lunch, just do the opposite or you'll be fired by the end of the day.
We've been there throughout the entire Twilight journey from the very beginning.
I don't really understand how much further it can go, because I mean, I've been going around the world promoting it, and every single city you go to, the people are waiting in the airport, like everyone's screaming the entire time. I was in Mexico City a while ago, and I got stopped in customs, and they were searching my bag, and when the automatic doors came open, and all these people started screaming outside.
Of course, the fandom got even bigger up to the Hollywood premiere.
You kind of lean on each other when you have this kind of craziness going on?
I just try and trip her up and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It keeps things on their toes. It's better that way.
There's not enough pressure as it is, so I mean,
Yeah. Could you guys have expected this kind of fandomonium out tonight?
Could you? No. How can you expect it? It's completely insane. I think we both went into it just as like any other job.
Well, it wasn't just any other job, and we got to see Rob, Kristen, and Taylor grow up before our eyes.
Everyone still has quite a strong connection. Everybody hangs out with each other because they've gone through the same experiences. But it's so strange to think that no one's the same. It's just physically, no one talks about the same stuff. Everyone's talking about their work and everything. For one thing, because we're like adults now. It's weird. It's weird how things have changed since the first one. But there's still definitely a connection there.
But saying goodbye to Edward may not have been as eventful as you think.
The last day of filming, I've kind of, throughout the whole series, had to jump onto something else every single time. And so I finished in Canada, and it was 2 weeks of night shoots, freezing cold and raining every single day, and so everyone kind of just ran away at the end of the shoot. And then I had to go and do a press tour for Water for Elephants the next day, and then go straight into another movie. So I really haven't even had time.
I don't think it's sunk in yet.
Not at all. We had a great day when it was just me and Kristen doing this one additional thing in the Caribbean, doubling for Brazil, which was just, I think we were just kissing in the sea, in the Caribbean. That's all we did. And it was that was a nice kind of farewell to the whole thing.
And when the Twilight saga was coming to a close, Rob reflected on what the whirlwind experience was like and how he was feeling heading out of it.
Yeah, no, it's weird. You have to figure out how to navigate your life again, because it's a different life. It has been a different life from the first Twilight, basically. Had a massive shift, and it takes a little while to get used to it. It's like going to a really strange form of college. I can imagine, you're in university for 4 years, when you suddenly have to get a job afterwards. It's probably just as scary as, it's slightly different.
Now, Rob is about to introduce fans to his version of the Batman. Kristen is celebrating her first Oscar nomination for Spencer, and Taylor Lautner told Extra he's feeling the resurgence of Twilight mania.
I don't know if you know this, but Twilight has had quite the resurgence thanks to Netflix. Yes. You're turning 30 next month, so I think it probably feels pretty full circle, but what does it feel like for you?
Yeah, it definitely feels full circle, and it's sort of nostalgic. Because it was a lot of Twi-mom attention the last few years, and now all of a sudden we're getting the teenagers again, because they're just starting to see it for the first time. So it reminds me a little bit of what it was like a decade ago. It's pretty
Twilight
cool.
mania.
Thank you for watching. If you want more Extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.